My annual performance review was scheduled for 2 p.m., and Steve called me into his office just before lunch. I was nervous because of my recent criticism of his decisions regarding customer complaints. He was a sensitive person and intolerable when his judgment came into question by subordinates. I sat in the chair after closing the office door and waited for him to speak, hoping the conversation would be brief and to the point. I wanted this experience over before he saw any nervous sweat appearing on my person. It seemed like a full minute passed before he said anything. I know we're meeting again in a couple of hours, but I needed to say that the vice president just told me she'll join us. There was nothing I could add to the conversation, so I just nodded affirmatively. This could only be bad news. He was calling in support artillery, the big gun. He then continued, "Did you enjoy the office party last evening?" "Yes, very much," I answered. "Actually, I hated it. The steak was almost raw, the drinks were watered down, and the band played too loud. Other than that, the speeches were boring." And after a slight pause I added, "Your wife told me what you did." As I spoke our eyes met and mine didn't look away. His face was expressionless for only a moment before he frowned, leaned back in his chair, and looked down at his hands. "I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking," he muttered. My stare continued while my heart began pounding. I could see my shirt moving slightly with each beat. Is he about to confess to something? I thought to myself. I wasn't about to say anything. I hadn't even known anything. My mouth was hanging open. My comment was a whim, a joke. Karen had said nothing to me, and now he's confessed. My prank frightened me. It was dangerous. I couldn't afford to lose my job, and now I was more vulnerable than before. I wasn't the blackmailing type. I'm a wimp. Oh me. Did I really say that? What a joke. But now what do? I kept asking myself during the next hour. Instead of eating lunch with the gang, I went for a long walk, and when I returned I felt no better. My stomach remained unsettled, and my head ached. When 2 p.m. finally arrived, I entered his office and sat down to my fate. But that afternoon he praised my work and recommended me for a promotion to supervisor. Imagine my surprise